Hi, college. Okay, this is a worksheet, oral skills ear training involving major and minor thirds. Directions: listen to the interval and choose the response you hear. There are 10 examples. The first thing you should do is look at the clef. The second thing you should do is identify the note names. And the third thing you should do is quickly identify if it is a major third or a minor third. And we are going to start. Circle the letter of the interval that you hear. Here is question number 1. Here is question number 2. Question 3. Question 4. Question 5. Question 6. Question 7. Question 8. Question 9. And question 10. Let's go on to the second part. Here are the directions. Pitch patterns of 5 notes will be played. The first note is given. Draw the remaining pitches you hear using whole notes. Include accidentals where necessary. These pitch patterns consist of major and minor seconds and major and minor thirds, both ascending and descending. You will hear each pitch pattern twice. Here is number 1. Here is number 2. Here is pitch pattern number 3. Pitch pattern number 4. Pitch pattern number 5. Pitch pattern number 6. Pitch pattern number 7. Pitch pattern number 8. And pitch pattern number 9. Okay, now let's go back to part 1 and we'll check our answers and see how we did. Now, I've written the specific interval above each of the 4 in each question. You did not have to do that. Number 1 was D. It was a major third descending. Let's listen to all 4 of these in a row. So here is 1A. One B, 1C, and the correct response, 1D. So 1A is a minor third descending, which sounds like do, la, do, la. It could also sound like sol, mi. The correct answer, 1D, is a major third, which sounds more like mi, do. So here's our minor third, 1A, and our major third, 1D. If you chose 1A as your answer, then that would be the next best answer because it is a descending interval. But B and C, on the other hand, those are melodic ascending intervals. So we didn't hear anything ascending. Let's move on to number 2. The correct answer was B, a minor third ascending. Choice A is a major third ascending. Choice C is a major third descending. And choice D is a minor third descending. So our starting note, tonic, is E flat. And let's listen to all 4 in a row, A, B, C, D. The descending intervals are always a bit more difficult than the ascending intervals. If I had to solfege this, 2A would be do, mi. It's a major third ascending. Let's listen. Hopefully you hear do, mi. If I had to solfege 2B, it's a minor third, so it would be do, me. Let's listen. Let's compare the sound of 2A and 2B. If we look at 2C, we have a major third descending, which will sound like mi, do. And 2D, a minor third descending, which will sound like me, do, or it could sound like sol, mi. Let's compare 2C side by side with 2D. Major third descending, minor third descending. So hopefully you chose B. If not B, the second best response would be A, because we did hear a melodic ascending interval. Let's look at 3. This was alto clef, so our starting note seems to be an A. And the correct response was A. We have a major third ascending. It sounded like do, mi. Let's listen. Choice D is the second best option. That was a minor third, though, ascending. That would be do, me, which sounds as follows. Here's A and then D. And choice B and C were our descending intervals, major third for B and minor third for C. Let's listen to each of those. 3B is a major third descending, so it will sound like mi, do. And 3C would sound more like me, do or sol, mi. Tricky on that one. Okay, moving on to number 4. We have a minor third descending, a minor third ascending, a major third ascending, and a major third descending. The major third descending, choice D, is the correct response. Here's what we heard. Here's 4A, minor third descending. It's going to sound like sol, mi. Minor third ascending, 4B, would sound like do, me. Here's our major third for choice C. That's do, mi. And the answer was 4D, which is a major third descending, sounding like mi, do. Let's listen to all 4 back to back. Here's 4A, B, C, and then D. For number 5, the correct answer was B. This was a descending melodic interval of a minor third. Choice A would have been the next best response because it was also a descending interval. So our starting note is E, and I will play all 4 in a row so you can hear what they sound like. Here's our major third, 5A. Mi, do. Here's 5B, the correct answer. It's going to sound like sol, mi, or me, do. Choice C is our major third ascending, do, mi. Choice D is our minor third ascending, sounding like do, me. Let's listen to all 4 back to back from 5A through D. Here it is. Choice number 6, we have alto clef. The correct response would be B, a minor third descending. The next best response would be choice A, which is a major third descending. So our starting note is a G. That's our starting note. Let's listen to choice A, the major third descending, sounding like mi, do. Here's our correct answer, a minor third descending, choice B. I'm hearing sol, mi. Let's listen again. Sol, mi sounds like our minor third. Here is choice C, which is our ascending melodic interval of a major third. Do, mi. And finally, 6D is our minor third, ascending, do, me. Let's listen to all 4 of these back to back. Hopefully you're starting to realize that the more comfortable you are with solfege and the more that you sing, the better off you probably will be at identifying intervals when it relates to ear training. Okay, for number 7, we have an icky starting note of a B sharp. We have some double sharps in this too. This one might have been tricky. So we're in treble clef. Our starting note happens to be a B sharp. The correct response was B for number 7, which was a minor third ascending. Hopefully you ruled out number C, or letter C rather, the only descending melodic interval, because it was indeed an ascending melodic interval. And if you notice carefully, in number 7, choice D is neither a major third or a minor third. It's a diminished third, which we will talk about later. Okay, so here is 7A. We have a major third, a B sharp to a D double sharp is a major third, do, mi. Choice B, the correct response, is a minor third. That's a B sharp to a D sharp. Choice C is a minor third. That's a B sharp down to a G double sharp. Sol, mi. And 7D is that diminished third. Let's listen to that. B sharp to a D. Interesting. That also sounds like a major second. Let's listen again. That's because to our ear, that could be a major second, but on this piece of paper, it happens to be a diminished third because we have a B sharp to a D, and B to D is the generic number of 3. More on that later. Let's move on to question number 8. The correct response was choice D, a major third ascending. Hopefully you ruled out A and B because those were melodic descending intervals. The next best response would have been C because that is an ascending melodic interval of a minor third. So here is A for number 8. We have a G sharp down to an E. That's a major third, which will sound like mi, do. The next one will sound like sol, mi, or me, do for B. 8C is a minor third ascending, which will sound like do, me. And the correct response is a major third ascending, do, mi. Let's listen to all 4 of these back to back, from 8A all the way through D. Here we go. Let's move on to number 9. For number 9, the correct response was D, where we have a D flat to a B double flat, giving us a major third ascending or descending. So let's review the other ones. If you chose B, you're not far off. If you chose A or C, on the other hand, that was the wrong direction. We are looking for a descending melodic interval. Here is 9A. It appears that we have a D flat going up to an F. That's do, mi, a major third. Here is our minor third descending. We have a D flat down to a B flat, sounding like me, do, or sol, mi. 9C, we have a minor third ascending. That will sound as do, me, from a D flat to an F flat. And finally, our correct response, a major third descending, D flat to B double flat. For number 10, we're in treble clef. Our starting note appears to be a G. The correct response was D, a minor third ascending. That would sound like do, me. If you chose A as your answer, that would be the second best response because it was an ascending interval, but it was a major third, not a minor third. Let's listen to this one. 10A is a major third ascending, do, mi. 10B is a major third descending, mi, do. 10C is a minor third descending, sol, mi. And 10D is a minor third ascending, do, me. Let's listen to all of these back to back. Now I'd like to check our answers to the next part, our pitch patterns. So let's look carefully at number 1. Number 1's in treble clef. The starting note was given as an E flat, which is this. For this example, hopefully you realized that the starting note and ending note were the same. We're opening up with a major third, down a major second, up a major second, down a major third. If I were to solfege this to my ear, it sounds like do, mi, re, mi, do. Let's listen. That one was a pretty easy one. Number 2, moving on to bass clef, starting note is a D. Hopefully you realize that this starting note and ending note are the same. And we're opening up with a minor third. Hopefully your ear told you it was do, me, ascending. Up a major second, down a major second, down, back to D, minor third. Let's listen to the pitch pattern. My ear tells me the solfege is do, me, fa, me, do. Check it out. Hopefully you realize the repeating pitches in this one. For example, there were 2 Ds, the starting note and ending note, and there were 2 Fs, the same sound. The next one, we travel over to alto clef for number 3, beginning on a G. That's a G4, by the way. And this one was a little bit more difficult because this one started out with a descending interval. And the descending interval was this, which to my ear is sol, mi, which tells me it's a minor third, descending. Then we had a major third descending from the first note you had to draw to the next note. Interesting. So this sounds like sol, mi, do right off the bat. So from sol to mi, we're dealing with a minor third descending. And then from that note, it sounds like mi, do, which would make it a major third descending. And then we have what sounds like a leading tone, half step down, and then half step back up. To my ear, the solfege syllables are sol, mi, do, ti, do. Let's listen. Minor third, major third, minor second, minor second. Minor third, major third, minor second, minor second. It's getting harder. Number 4, bass clef. Our starting note is an E. Perhaps you realized that there were 2 of the same notes in this pitch pattern, and that would be the C. So we're starting off with an E. This is a descending interval, and it is the interval of a major third. So the opening, probably to your ear, sounded like mi, do, but then something was different about the third note in this pitch pattern. It wasn't like the first note. It was lowered one chromatic semitone. So let's listen to this pitch pattern number 4. So hopefully you heard the 2 C's in there. So our first 2 notes, let's compare the interval. We have a major third descending, Mi, Do. Now from here, we have a minor third up to May, then a half step or a minor second down, and then a major second down. Here's where solfege really comes in handy, because if you're really well equipped in knowing your solfege, then your ear would tell you that you're hearing Mi, Do, May, Re, Do. Check it out. And I will sing along while I play the piano so you can hear, and perhaps you want to sing with me. Mi, Do, May, Re, Do. One more time. For number 5, we're back in treble clef, starting on an A flat, which is here. And the very first interval you would hear is a melodic major third, Do, Mi. Listen. Up to a minor second, to a major second, to a minor third down. Hopefully you heard the 2 C's in this example, the second note and the 5th note of the pitch pattern. Let's listen to the pitch pattern in its entirety. So you can take more time and do these pitch patterns by actually identifying, going note to note, finding the interval, or if you become better at solfege, then it's really, really easy to figure out the notes based on the solfege syllables. So the first interval is Do to Mi, that's a major third. And then from here, we have a minor second. From the D flat, we have a major second. And then we have our Sol, Mi, minor third. My ear tells me that the solfege I want to sing would be Do, Mi, Fa, Sol, Mi. Let's listen. For number 6, we're starting out in bass clef with a C sharp, which is as follows. And we're beginning with a major second, up to D sharp. That third note right there is an E natural. It's just a minor second above the D sharp. The first 3 notes sound like Do, Re, Mi. From the E, we travel up a major third. And back down to the E, a major third descending. Let's listen to the pitch pattern. There are 2 solfege patterns, syllables that come to mind when I hear this example. The first one could be the minor solfege of this. Do, Re, Mi, Sol, Mi. Let's sing it. Do, Re, Mi, Sol, Mi. Or it also, to my ears, this one was a little bit confusing, it also could be La, Ti, Do, Mi, Do, if it was a major key. Let's listen to it thinking of the major solfege syllables. Let's sing it together on La, Ti, Do, Mi, Do. La, Ti, Do, Mi, Do. And minor solfege. Do, Re, Mi, Sol, Mi. It's a little bit tricky with that one. Moving on to number 7. Treble clef, starting note as a B. And we start right away with a major third descending, up, major second, down, minor third, up, minor second. Let's listen. So here is our major third descending, major second ascending from this note. Here's our sol mi sound, and then up a minor second. The solfege for this pitch pattern I'm hearing would be mi, do, re, ti, do. Let's listen. Sing it with me. Mi, do, re, ti, do. Sing this one with piano accompaniment. 1, 2, ready, go. Again. Mi, do, re, ti, do. Number 8, we're in alto clef, starting note as a C. Hopefully you realized right away that we're going down a minor second, and then a major second down. Perhaps you heard that 4th note as the same as the starting note, because there are 2 C's in this one. Let's listen to the whole pitch pattern. The solfege I heard after listening to it once was me, re, do, mi, sol. It sounded minor to me. Listen again. Mi, re, do, mi, sol. Or we can actually identify each interval. We can look at the C down to the B. Minor second, then major second, down, then minor third up, and major third up. Interesting. Number 9, bass clef, starting note is B flat. This sounded major at first. The first 3 notes were ascending, and we're looking at a major second and a major second. Do, re, mi. The 4th note was the same as the first. Perhaps you realized that and drew it in, or perhaps you realized that from the D back down to a B flat sounded a major third, descending. And the last note I threw in for a loop. It was not the same as a D that we heard from the 3rd note, but it was in fact a D flat. So between the 4th and 5th pitch, we're dealing with a minor third ascending. So the solfege I heard was do, re, mi, do, mi. Check it out. So here's our major second, major second, major third, minor third. Interesting. So the more that you practice oral skills and ear training, the better you will strengthen your ear. It's very, very important. And these will get a little bit harder. The next one we will do will probably be perfect primes, perfect octaves, perfect fourths, and perfect fifths.